Hey, what's happening? It's YG, and you listening to Behind the Ballers with my Brody, my boy, Ben Baller. Yeah.
Yo, what up, man? You are listening to Behind the Baller. This is episode 35, live from Dubai. You already know what the fuck it is, man. Yeah. We in the UAE. Let's just get right the fuck into it. We're going to talk about a few things, but instead of me telling you what to look forward to, let's just get into it. You know what I'm saying? Monday Night Football. You already know what the fuck it is. All right? Motherfucking Seahawks. It wouldn't be Seahawks football without us being scored on immediately. Happens every fucking game. Every game is a heart attack. We have no easy wins, period. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. We play. You know what I'm saying? We just rise to the occasion. We rise to the occasion. Good, bad, or whatever. Some people are like, oh, you should just fucking defeat everybody. We play against everyone else. You know, we just play against their weakness. We make our corrections, whatever it may be. But again, it wouldn't be Seahawks football if we didn't fucking play catch a ball, which I fucking hate. You know, we can't just go out there and fucking smother a team, but it is what it is. Fucking, we play so goddamn conservative sometimes. I really wish we took more fucking chances on 4th and 1, 4th and 2 even, you know. But I will say we are the best second half football team in the NFL, period. To those who still have no fucking idea, who crack me up, they literally kill me. It's fucking hilarious. I laugh when they say stick to jewelry. Motherfucker, think of how big I am in jewelry. And think of what I've done in 14 years. I know way more about football than I do in jewelry. I didn't just play high school and I told you was all state, all city, all conference. Wasn't all American, but still. Got a scholarship to a D1. All right. I ran a 4.4, 4.5, 40. Okay, played both positions in college. I played defensive back. Understand, I played college ball. I played against motherfucking some of the best players in the NFL in fucking NFL history. Played against Larry Allen. That motherfucker went to Sonoma State. Played him 3 years in a row damn near. Anyways, going back. Nobody can fuck with Pete Carroll on second half corrections. Man, that fucking fake punt, which just shocked the fuck out of me, was fucking amazing. That shit is just crazy, man. We looked really good no matter what. People were like, oh, Kirk Cousins ain't shit. I mean, bro, they're playing decent football for whatever it is. All right. Our defense looked crazy. It was almost reminiscent of the LOB days because Diggs was getting some crazy hits. All right. Clowney, man, he was laying the hat down too. I cannot wait till December 29th at CenturyLink Field. I don't think anybody else can wait. I had no fucking idea. Listen, you got me fucked up. I love the Bay Area, love the East Bay. I got ties to the Bay. You already know. I cannot fucking stand. If you didn't know this, I don't know how the fuck you didn't know. You can go back and find posts from 5-6 years ago. You can find posts from 10. I mean, people have known. I've hated the 49ers forever. I've hated the Giants, but, you know, it's a big rivalry. It's not a big deal. You know, after the dude got damn near killed at the Dodger Stadium, I kind of chilled out. Like, that shit just kind of bugged me out. Never really had a super hate for the Giants. I just never really cared. But I don't fuck with the Giants. You know what I mean? But I hate the Niners. Niners and the Patriots are just two teams in professional sports that I just cannot fucking stand. I ain't got no issue with the A's. Got no issue with the Warriors. Ain't really tripping, you know, whatever. But obviously, again, I got ties to the Bay. I lived in San Francisco and the East Bay for almost 5 years of my life. I have a place there now, and I fuck with the city. I fuck with the Bay. Just don't fuck with the Niners. And it's crazy how many 49er fans fucking follow me. All right? But on the flip side, shout out to all the 12s who listen to the show, and shout out to the motherfucking Seahawks because we are the number 2 seed. We should have fucking beat the Saints that fucking week, especially right when fucking Breeze was fucking injured, the backup fucking quarterback who did his thing, but still, we beat ourselves in that game. And that was fucking just sad. If we beat the Rams this week, which we should, and don't remind me, I'm fucking already sick that I can't go. You already know I want to pull up Ferrari Pista, clowning Jewels with the homies. pull up real fucking just clown style to Memorial Stadium in my city and let the motherfuckers know that the Rams ain't no fucking LA team. But it's all good. You know, I can't go. I'm in Dubai. And I'm hoping the Niners beat the Saints. Do you know what I'm saying? Because if they do, then we become the number 1 seed. Either way, we lead our division. All right. So we're number 1 in the NFC West. I ain't trying to hear shit. On to Dubai. I'm here. It is currently fucking 9 a.m. on a Thursday. And by the time you listen to this, it'll be 9 a.m. Pacific time, LA time in Los Angeles. So yeah, man, it was really dope. I'm out here for Seoul DXB, which is an enormous lifestyle convention, emphasizing on sneakers and streetwear. And speaking of which, this episode, today's guest is Dominic, aka the Shoe Surgeon. Shoe Surgeon is a mean motherfucker when it comes to that customizing game. He just blessed me with the fucking $4,000 pair of fucking Python Air Force Ones. These motherfuckers are lit. Cannot wait to rock these bitches to the show. On top of that, listen, when a homie of yours gives you a $25,000 pair of sneakers, you know what you do with them? You wear them, homie. For those of you who've been blessed enough to do that, be in that situation, listen, man, you don't sell them motherfuckers, right? That's just some fucked up shit. But these were a gift from my boy G-Dragon. I got the friends and family 88 pairs of the Paranoids Air Force Ones as well here in Dubai with me. I got the general release and I also got the red pair. I got all 3 and I'm rocking them, period. So anyways, shout out to Crep Protect and shout out to Presented By. This episode is actually brought to you by Presented By. And yeah, I got a collaboration out here with Presented By, the premier sneaker boutique in London, England, UK. And I also have a collaboration with Crep Protect Sneaker Cleaner. And it's a premium collab. I can't wait to show it to you guys. I can't wait to show you guys this fucking booth. This shit is fucking lit. This trip is just already to a good start. You know, got onto my flight. I had a choice, you know, am I going to fly first class in the suite or am I going to fly business class and bring my wife with me? And listen, I've done the suite life. You see me, you know, my shower in there and my fucking private room and everything. And shit's dope. I ain't gonna lie to you, shit's fly. But you know what? Instead of dropping 27 bands on that, you drop 10 bands each and you save some money. And I brought my wife with me out here. She's never been to Dubai before. There's a lot of Filipinos in the UAE, a lot of Filipinos here in Dubai. So I brought my wife with me. We had, we didn't get the couple seating on this trip. On the flight back, I got couple seating where, you know, you have the 2 beds connected together. It's pretty dope. But flight was lit. I'm taking like a slight little nap and this motherfucker wakes me up. And my wife didn't know who the fuck, my wife don't even pay attention to fucking rap music. She didn't know who the fuck it was. But my man YG's on the plane with me. And I'm like, Chisel, the fuck is you doing on here, man? Come on, bro. What the fuck? But yeah, flight was lit. The food is fucking excellent on Emirates. It's just crazy. And there's a nightclub, you know, in Emirates. It's like a bar, you know what I'm saying, where you can sit up there and get Moet, you can have Vu, you could have Hennessy XO. I ain't talking about some cheap shit. All premium and above, like even better than regular premium liquor. All that good shit. Sandwiches, fucking snacks, 24. You let them know you want to fucking eat. You eat anytime you fucking want. You want a hot meal. They had fucking, this crazy ass lemon fucking raviolis. They had all this shit. I set up a vegan meal for my wife. So she had a vegan meal. She was super happy. She was just staying up watching movies, this crazy ass movies. I got to see that movie Parasite, Korean movie. I watched it for the second time. Parasite is a crazy fucking movie. You know, like every 5 to 10 years, a seriously critically acclaimed worldwide recognition film comes out of Korea. And I'm so proud of Korean film has been crazy since like early 2000s, right? But Parasite is a fucking insane film. If you haven't seen it, go watch that shit. Shit is no joke. But the flight was lit. As you can see, YG did a little shout out for me. I get him on the show if we have more time, but I got a gang of shit I'm doing out here. He's got a gang of shit he's doing out here. He's got some club appearances. He actually has performances, so I'm gonna go check him out at Dre's tonight. If you're in the UAE and you listen to this podcast, by the time you hear this fucking podcast, it'd be only a few hours. But yeah, I'm heading out to Dre's to go check my boy out. And I think there's a bunch of people out here, Lil Pump and shit. Tyga was just out here. And, you know, last time I was out here a few months ago was with Tyga. So, yeah, man, listen, we're in Dubai right now. One thing I'm going to tell you this real quick. They do not fuck around out here. Dubai don't play at all whatsoever. You can chill, you can drink, and you can have fun, but any kind of drugs, they not fucking with you at all, period. You can't even bring Xanax unless you got a motherfucking prescription, which I do. And that was an issue for this flight because I didn't have that issue. But, YG's out here with his people. He's out here. What's up with Rory? What's up to Rod? Rod is a joker like me. He liked the clown and everything else. And I know he's been on a lot of world tours with YG, but I was trying to tell Rod to shut the fuck up. You got tattoos on your head, all over your face and everything. And I said, bro, listen, when we get to the motherfucking customs counter, dog, you need to shut the fuck up. And we get to the counter and this motherfucker starts cracking jokes and everything else. And so we get stopped. They pull me to secondary. I'm like, listen, I know these motherfuckers, but I'm not with them. So they had Rob, YG, and the whole 400 crew hemmed up for like 45, 50 minutes. And we took off. Me and my wife took off in the chauffeur. We got to our hotel, which is insane, lavish level. Just, I got to thank the whole fucking presented by crew, everyone, especially Steve Spalasi and his wife, Louisa. And it's just, we're at the Address Boulevard. The Address has like 3 different things here. They have Address Residences, the Address Hotel, and the Boulevard Hotel, which also has residences. And we're right across, directly, damn near connected to the Dubai Mall. I'm looking directly at Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world, as I am podcasting right now. This shit is just fucking incredible. I can't even tell you the view here. Just so fucking blessed to even be here. And everything here is very kid friendly. If you decide to come here, listen, man, you don't got to fly business. You ain't got to fly first. Emirates does fly here direct, and there is pretty much their economy is premium economy. It's really not that bad, especially if you have a family of 4. It's you and your wife and you and your significant other and 2 kids. You have the whole entire row, and you'd be chilling. And it's more space than just a regular economy seat. And it's still nice. Again, everything's very kid friendly here. They got a crazy fucking aquarium. And I know I shouldn't support aquariums. My wife is really against aquariums and things and stuff. But you know what, man? It is what it is. Sometimes kids, they have no other way to really look. But they can just watch YouTube. It is kind of cool for them to interact and see things. The pools here are fucking nuts. I can't wait to floss some pictures from here. But again, the food is insane. I just had some fucking food. I had some fucking chicken tikka masala. That shit was fucking A-level insane. Speaking of which, man, I gained some motherfucking weight again. I'm probably tipping 200 again, and I need to really get a stationary bike. Like, that is something that the man cave needs immediately, and I just got to get that shit popping. I need to get a stationary bike, and it's going to happen immediately. Dust Brothers, can you guys make something like that happen, please? So anyways, without further ado, let's get into the Shoe Surgeon episode because, I am out here for Soul DXB. And again, my man Shoe Surgeon is on here. So yo, Miles, Jordan, throw on one of them Lakey beats. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right, be right back with that Shoe Surgeon interview. So yeah, you are tuned in to Behind the Baller. Got a very special guest on the show. Every guest is special on here. I don't ever bring you guys nobody whack, not ever. But this dude, man, this is culture. This is my background because I owned one of the biggest sneaker customization companies at the time, groundbreaking shit. And now this dude is like, it makes what I did silly, you know what I'm saying? But we broke ground, but this dude now is really the top of the top. We got my man fucking Shoe Surgeon on here. What's going on, man?
Yo, what up, man? Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man. Actually, your name is, do you go by Dominic or do you go by Shoe like when you meet
Dominic.
somebody?
I mean, you got to always introduce yourself as Shoe Surgeon. Like I was with, was at the game the other night, walking by Quavo, and I have to be like, yo, Shoe Surgeon. And he's like, what? Oh, what up? Thank you, bro. But Dominic.
So to all the listeners out there, why don't you tell us who you are, why you exist? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, man. My name is Dominic Ciambroni, also known as the Shoe Surgeon. I've been doing custom sneakers since I was age 17. And at the time, I was passionate about sneakers. And then it became less, well, it was still about the sneakers, but it was more how to make them, how to make something my own. And, I've been in LA 5 years, and I've just been able to not only make my passion something successful, but make it a business where it creates revenue.
Yeah, you get some paper now.
Yeah.
Because I mean, for a long time, some people they can't figure it out, you know. And even in my business, well, not necessarily jewelry, because people are out there giving chains out, whatever. But it's like you have to make it make sense, and not necessarily on a return on investment, right? Because people think of ROI, that word return on investment. They think of immediately on a fiscal, like a number. They think of it like as a tangible thing, like a dollar amount, whatever. Sometimes you really can't put a price on $1 million marketing, you know. And I've learned that. But with this business, when you started out, okay, well, how long ago did you start this?
I mean, technically, I started painting shoes in high school, so 17 years.
When did you get your first? Like, when did you get paid for the first time?
I mean, at what? I mean, you know, like after high school, some, you know, girl paid me $200 to make a pair of shoes, but it's like that doesn't. Okay. I don't count that.
When did it start making sense? Even if you weren't getting paid, like when did it start making sense? Like, okay, this is fucking about to pop.
Man, I don't think it really started to make sense until I moved to LA.
Damn, really?
I mean, I knew personally that it was always gonna, you know, blow up, but it's like you couldn't tell that to someone.
How many years ago was when you made Joy Claire's fucking shoes?
Oh yeah, that was like 9 years.
Okay. If you guys don't know, Joy Claire is a very, very old friend of mine. She was one of the first employees at Undefeated. A lot of people don't know this, and I brought this up the other day to my boy Alfred over at Undefeated Glendale. Me and Eddie Cruz go back very, very long. Goes back with my sister when he first came out here. You know, Union, him putting me on a Supreme in '94, me being like having a part-time job over there. Before Undefeated even existed, I fuck with, you know, Eddie on the shoes. He had some shoes inside Union. They had an SB account. And they did some random custom stuff at Union. And this is a store that James Jebbia owned. You know, he owned the New York, Eddie owned the LA. They had a partner, but they would have these plain white on white Air Force Ones with like a Louis Vuitton, like actual Louis Vuitton material on the checks. And the thing was, they didn't just like glue it on. They replaced the check to make it look more official. You got people who are just gluing the shit on or stitching it on. And just people are just, you see the bootleg shit all over the place. But they did it legit early on. And then Eddie was like, fuck this, let's get into sneakers. And obviously Undefeated is one of the biggest sneaker stores in the world. With that said, Joy was one of the first employees there. She kind of got like, you know, because like people are like, oh man, you look like Natalie Portman, blah, blah, whatever. So she became popular on the sneaker blogs and message forums and stuff and everything. And Joy's always been fly. She's always attached herself to something kind of cool, streetwear-wise, with everything. And she's always been, Joy's just a dope person. I've known her for fucking a very long time, over 17 years, right? So one day she just pulls up and the gram had just started, and she breaks out. Were they ones or fours? I forgot. What was
fours?
She breaks out some Jordan 4s, and they're the bread color. And these motherfuckers have snakeskin. Were they Python or they're just regular?
Those are Python.
So Python, and I'm like, listen, okay, this motherfucker, man, fuck this dude. First of all, because he don't think he's too cool now, blah blah whatever. And I ain't even gonna reach out to this motherfucker. Fuck him. And that was the first time I saw. Was there a nickname back then?
A nickname for the shoes?
No, I mean for what did you call? Did you call yourself the shoe?
I was the shoe surgeon at that time.
Okay, so anyways, that's when it like started popping. So, when did you actually incorporate yourself?
I would say once I moved to LA. So that happened like 3 years. I guess a little bit after. So after I did those shoes, I started doing. Well, the orders started coming in crazy. I couldn't keep up, and it was me and my, first. Yeah, it was me and my wife making all of the shoes out of the garage. Garage.
Oh, your wife was fucking with it too.
Yeah, she was working a full-time job at the time, and then coming after she got off work, she'd come home and start helping me make shoes.
Where are you from?
I'm from the Bay, so an hour north of San Francisco, Santa Rosa.
That's right.
Which actually, she's from Petaluma.
Okay.
And I don't know, it's a small world because who else? Nikki, I mean, everyone was from up there at the time. And anyways.
I mean, Santa Rosa, if you guys don't know, man, there were some major fires there last year, and it was burning a lot of weed, a lot of motherfucking grow operations.
A lot of cash.
Yeah, a lot of, almost $1 billion, right? I mean, like, there's insane amount of grow operations in Santa Rosa. How far are you from Napa?
30 minutes.
Yeah, so I mean, it's pretty close to fucking Napa. No one's 30 minutes from Napa, you know what I'm saying? Not even Fairfield or... actually a different area. Well, Vallejo's about 30 minutes too from so you're from the Bay. That's some swagger right there. If you don't mind, I mean, do you care? Like, how old are you, man?
I'm 33.
Okay, so you're still a youngin'. Right now, as we stand, what's the average price of a custom job for you?
The prices now start at $3,500.
Jesus Christ, man. This motherfucker charging more than my micro line of jewelry. God damn. Jesus Christ, man. Congrats for you, bro.
I appreciate it.
What's the most you've charged for a pair of custom kits?
I mean, we've done $100,000 pair for LeBron with some golden diamonds.
Who the fuck put the diamonds and everything?
Man, that's a whole nother story we can talk about another time. That's a long one.
Was it a jeweler or was it?
First, I went to this one jeweler through a friend. I guess he used to work for you or something, and it fucked everything up.
Who? Say his name.
I don't know his name. I forget his name. Younger Asian cat.
Short dude? Ken? Oh my God, bro. You know, I really don't talk about things. You know, like, I tell you the truth, I have to say, sidebar. Listen, you know the Ben Baller, the Behind the Baller podcast, we jump from subject A to the subject 17, and then we go back to subject M, and then we go back to subject 3. So let me just jump real quick, man. You know what? I never really addressed it. It's not being petty or anything. You know what? Just like, the funny thing is, there's a couple people who used to work for me, and they don't. Whether they got fired or not, it really doesn't matter. Yeah, I could say Ken he definitely didn't quit. You know what I'm saying? So like, what I'm getting at is, the thing about this whole situation is, these are people who feel like I'm trying to hate on them or whatever it may be. Listen, here's facts. 2 + 2 = 4. Okay? It rains a lot in Seattle. All right? Beans will make you fart. Okay? Red meat is not vegan. Okay? Vegans cannot eat red motherfucking meat. They can't eat Kobe steak. All right? Those are facts, right? Here's another fact right now. Neither one of my ex-employees had anything to do with jewelry. They didn't even think about having a career in jewelry. And they're doing jewelry now. They've created a company, whatever it may be. So it's like, listen, man, y'all should thank me for the fact that you're trying to eat in jewelry. So going on. So the thing got fucked up.
I mean, the whole thing got fucked up, so I had to find someone else. I mean,
and that's what professionalism is.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I fuck with you too, because it's like, and people understand after they work with you. Like someone, Brendan Schwab, got a pair of shoes from another customizer recently because they're, you know, less expensive, and then he got them and he was like, "The fuck is this?"
Yeah,
because you know there's a I have a quality standard.
Oh, for sure.
You know, and it's continuous. I want to continue to get better.
One of my friends customizes shoes, right? There's a lot of bunch of people I've come into it every here and there. And the crazy part is he's pretty good. It's on and off. And then there'll be something I'd be like, I put the shoe on, I'd be like, I knew it. You know, the motherfucker look pretty or whatever. You might look at, listen, both of us are married and just, you know, I talk out of pocket. And sometimes, you know, well, it is what it is. You could see a girl and you'd be like, damn, that chick is fucking bad, man. Look at her face. She's pretty, man. Fuck. I mean, you know, like, and you'd be like, damn, body's right. The titties, everything's in place. Like, boom. Yo, she even kind of got fly style, right? You know? And then, like, it could be something crazy. Like, oh, now I know why you're single. Or now I know why you can't lock down a man or whatever it may be, right? And it's not that necessarily. It's like the shoes look good.
Right.
After a while, how do they hold up?
Yep.
Certain things, right? Now, the work might have been good, and then the execution was good, and then the material wasn't. Or the material's okay, job was executed right, and then you try the shoe on, and you put it on, and you're like, yo, bro, like, fam, come on, man, I still want to wear it. You know, I need to wear these motherfuckers. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, have you ever done a custom job for PJ Tucker?
Yeah, all the time.
Okay. Motherfucker plays in shoes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so with that said, I respect that.
I mean, I made a pair for Kyle Kuzma to play in an NBA game, and he got MVP.
Damn.
I'm not gonna say it's my shoes, but
no, I get it. Now the thing is this though, he wore them. Were they fully customized? Like
fully rebuilt.
Oh, bro, that's
fully
crazy,
rebuilt.
Though. That's crazy.
You know, so I can make, you know, athletic shoes. You know, lifestyle is more where it's at, and you don't really want to mess with the integrity of these players, regardless. You know, I'm doing NFL, MLB.
Look at a Big Baller brand, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest with you. I mean, Lonzo fucking did this, and this, and people are like, oh, let's support black business. It ain't about color at all. It's just the fact that, yo, bro, I'm not trying to put my money in it. So like, now I will say this: another friend of mine, Angel, he owns Supra, and then he has two new companies right now, and he understands sneakers though, and he understands comfort, and he understands a lot of things. He understands technology. So the only thing with Angel that sucks is I wish he had better marketing, but he has good ideas, he has good things, and he's had come up with ideas that people have stolen. When he did the Sky Top, it was a revolutionary shoe, especially for skating, and basketball players, people were wearing it. He was one dude that was really competing against people. When I say independent, I'm talking like really for real independent. So that's one of the very few people I'll even take consideration when it comes to shoes. My other boy is Sung, who had a company called Clay, CLAE, and he knew how to make shoes. And there's just people who do, some people don't. Now, because I don't know if you know, back in the day, I wanted to start a shoe company. You start thinking about it, like, all right, it's $25,000 for a mold.
Yep.
That's why when you see these custom shoe companies, you see a size 9, 10, 11, 12. You don't see 9.5, 8.5, because you're paying for fucking half size molds and whatever.
Yep, it's expensive.
And a lot of designs. How many pairs of shoes would you say you produce in a year?
Shit, man. Now, I was doing misplaced checks, just me and my wife. We were doing, 50 a month. Then I got to like 200 a month. And then I was like,
no, come on, bro. Stop fucking playing.
No, I remember first coming to LA and my wife was spray gluing swooshes on the Air Force One and I was just sewing them. Like it was just me and her grinding, to pay bills.
200 pairs in a month?
Yeah. That one's just the swooshes. That's just the
Doesn't
swooshes.
matter. That's still 7-8 pairs a day,
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah,
That's
I just wanted to grind and,
How the fuck did you find that many fucking, weren't there a lot of high tops?
Yeah, we would get them on Nike. We would get them everywhere.
That was a collab you guys did with John Geiger? Or it was,
Yep, at that time.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Listen, man, I wish I'd have jumped on that early just because, but I was, that actually might have been, I didn't wear Nikes for 9 years. And I broke it down in my pod before because, I made money off, that's how I became a millionaire from sneakers, but god damn, that's a lot, bro. And a lot of people don't understand is that when you're making custom shoes, like Ivan, Ivan, right?
Yep.
Ivan saw when I redid these Easy 2s that Asian, my homie had made, Tommy, and we made them, people were like, yo, man, you can't just put the snakeskin over this. You have to reconstruct this thing, make it boom. And people were talking shit. And I seen it from beginning. People are like, oh, this is fake. He's using this, this, and this. I'm like, listen, man. Bro, I was fucking there when he went to fucking, might have been Nordstrom's, and he bought the Air Challenge, with Air,
Tech Challenge, yeah.
Yeah, the Tech Challenge, the fucking Agassiz. And he redid it. And I'm like, yo, bro, the motherfucker just okay, fine, whatever. It's inspired by, listen, motherfuckers, he used a real sole. That was the one that was fucking comfortable, whatever it may be, whatever. But how long did it take you to make my K-Town off Wilshires?
That one, man, I don't remember. I've made so many shoes since then. But when was that? How long ago was that already?
I don't remember, dog. I don't even know if it was last year, if it was this year. I don't remember.
I think it was.
I can look. It might have been early this year.
Yeah, once I think I had to order some of the materials to get them in house, but then once that was done, like a week.
Nah, was it that fast?
Well, after the conception, no, we were. Once you told me, you had that idea, it took me quite a few months.
Yeah, we were going over that shit for a minute.
That's the thing is I can't even keep up still.
No, I know, I'm sure.
Like a lot of these guys hit me, they want something today, and it's like,
no, come on.
It slows down production and it slows down everything else you're doing.
Do you keep do you have stock, just random shit or no?
Like it's very limited. It's not so much because usually we just do made to order.
Right.
It just doesn't make sense to be sitting on $1,000 shoes that cost you $1,000 shoes to make in random sizes. We do have some things here and there, but it's very few and far between.
I'm kind of mad because the way Instagram is kind of like if you catch it in the first few minutes, the way the algorithm runs, you can maybe delete it because you can't just redo a caption anymore either. I didn't know this until recently. Once you edit the caption, all your hashtags have gone. That's it. They're not coming back. And there's all these things that people don't know. If you don't utilize at least Instagram Live or try to do everything, stories, this, unless you're an enormous celebrity like Drake where it doesn't fucking matter and people are just looking for that post, boom. That's why he could post at 4 a.m, 3 a.m. He doesn't give a fuck and he doesn't care, and good for him. I actually do care. I don't care about social media, but if I'm going to post, I want to do it right.
Right.
So with that said, you can't do something twice sometimes because it just won't get the same love, or it's just you never know. And when we introduced the shoe, people went crazy. I know it got 80, 90, I forgot what it got, but it got a good amount of likes. But I really wish I had pictures of the black laces too. We just jumped in there and
we fucked up.
Then
we needed the black laces.
Yeah. So going on, when I first went to Dom's studio, man, it's literally just south of downtown LA. You could technically still kind of call it downtown, and it's right between downtown and almost South Central. It's in that weird, tricky industrial part. And I'm trying to look for this place, and I go in, and I literally can't fucking believe, bro. No offense, man. This motherfucker really has like a Nike studio. He has like a real fucking. How many people are in there?
I'm 30 now.
I don't think you listen. I have fucking 18 employees inside my jewelry factory. My factory is bigger than your fucking
that was
this
tiny.
Is jewelry.
Yeah.
Are you guys expanding soon or no?
I just took over the next door.
Oh, okay.
I'll show you. Sick.
Jesus fucking Christ. I couldn't fucking believe it. You know, and you know, you're talking about sneaker customizers. These guys are just using their house, their apartment, their garage, whatever the fuck it may be. Is crazy. Who would be your like dream collaboration with?
Man, I get asked this all the time, and like an actual collaboration.
Doesn't even fucking matter, dog. What's like, this is who I want to work with, boom. This is what I want to do.
Pharrell, man. Pharrell.
Oh, really? Pharrell?
Like,
yeah.
you know, he's ordered some shoes, but like he was the one that helped me, like, you know, got me into this.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Just like
it's powerful style. You know, his style, he's, you know, it's probably
style, music, you know.
In a way, even more so than Ye. You know what I'm saying? He's got the most powerful, like, cosign. Not cosign, but just his impact.
Impact, yep.
On fashion. So, I mean, like, what would you, like, if it was like, fuck it, like, if he had an idea, he was like, all right, well, I'm with Adidas, right? If he's like, all right, let's do some Stan Smiths, would you just be game, right? Just be like, fuck it.
Well, they need a little help over there. But yeah, I mean, I've done quite a bit of Adidas stuff, and there's something, you know, I don't know about a Stan Smith right now, but there's things that you can do to mash up that would still be fucking hot. Like I've done, you know, I don't know if you've ever seen it, but I did like a soccer, you know, a Copa Mundial on top of a D-Rose 7-sole, and that shit was sick. It went crazy.
I got no idea what the fuck you're talking about, but okay.
It was.
I did a D-Rose commercial for Adidas, like for Adidas. I just don't know shit about.
I'm gonna have to show you that one, but it was cool. I mean, there's tons of stuff you can do with Adidas. So yeah, I mean, I'd be open with that.
Cuddy just signed a deal with Adidas, and he's got a shoe coming out. It's the Bill and Ted's original Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure shoe. He's got another shoe. Back to Pharrell. Let me say this, man. There's a point in time where you go to any sneaker reseller store, and you're just not gonna see Adidas. You might see like a couple pairs of some old school, some Bape collabs. You may see some random collab, Undefeated something, but you're not going to see them in there regardless. It wasn't until, and people say, oh, what about Yeezy and stuff? That's cool, and he definitely did a lot. But what I'm saying is, Pharrell came in there with Stan Smith and really that whole the whole campaign and everything, and he came in and redid the whole thing, and then the Human Made and the fucking then the Boost technology came out, and then
I've done like 2 or 3 classes. I teach classes now too. And 3 of the classes were Stan Smiths. And
Where the fuck do you teach class at?
Pop-up spaces. People fly from all over the world. China, Italy, Mexico.
Listen, like, where was the last pop-up class you had?
The Line Hotel.
That's where someone fucking brought your name up, bro. I was at my daughter's friend's birthday party. She just turned 2, the kids. And the parents said, I work at the Line Hotel. And I was like, oh, okay, well, you just have Commissary and Pot there. My boy, Roy Choi. You're talking about my hood. You're talking about Koreatown. I remember when this hotel was just a Wilshire Grand. Now this is like, you got models staying there. A lot of Korean celebrities staying there, boom. And she goes, yeah, they have this shoe surgeon. I was like, the fuck? What? I was like, what? You're talking about some Romanian late 30s, and this girl didn't look like she knew who the fuck. Like, you say Off-White, cool, whatever. That was just threw me off. And I was like, what? And she works at the hotel, so she was like breaking it up. She's like, yeah. And I was like, I've had shoot, like that's my guy. Like that's weird. It just, I was so many questions, but I didn't want to engage a deeper conversation. It just was like, okay, Dom. So you do some classes there.
Yeah.
But you actually sell shoes, right, of yours? Like, or they?
No, not there.
You can they can't order a custom pair from like the lobby or something, or?
No, I mean, we had the displays and stuff set up so you can see them. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so you did a class there.
Yep.
How many people show up to the class?
That was 41 students.
And do they pay to show up, or they just?
Yeah, this is a $3,000 course, and it's 4 days, and it's like 12-hour days, but it's like
10, 12.
You come in and you get to take a shoe apart, you cut your materials, you sew it, and then.
How much can you teach them in 12 hours, honestly?
I mean, in the 50 hours, 40 hours. I mean, they leave with a pair of shoes that they actually sewed themselves.
But the day is, so you're saying it's like a 4-day?
4-day, 12-hour days.
Oh, wow.
So first one's deconstruction, patterning, how to cut leather, how to pick materials, how to skive it. I mean, you know the process. There's so much that
Let me
goes
ask you a
into
question,
it.
though. When it comes to like a vintage shoe, you already know. If there's a pair of like 94 or 96, something with the air bubble, you know you wear it one time, it's going to smash, the bubble's going to be smashed, whatever.
Right.
Can you fix that or no?
I'm getting hit up so much. Even Fat Joe just asked the same thing.
That's a different part. Listen, that's a different, like people ask me all the time, like, hey man, you do this, this, and this. And I'm like, listen, I do all the traditional jewelry, right? But when you start asking me about like porcelain and things like that, or like, weird gemstones, I don't fuck with water stones like opals and stuff, because as soon as you put a hammer to it, dog, it just smashes. And it's just different type of things. That's my specialty, Like, you'd be like, oh yeah, I fuck with cars. I'm like, okay, what do you fuck with? Oh, I fuck with, for the most part, when it comes to a motor, people understand a motor.
Right.
But if you fuck with turbos, you may not specialize in naturally aspirated motors. When you're fucking with vintage shoes, I get it. Like when you see some of these people like reconstruct a Jordan 4, a vintage one, that's a whole different thing with the bubble.
Yeah, I mean, restoration is a whole nother thing. I can do it for sure. It's just not.
Yeah, no, it's just, you're not going to focus your time on it.
You know what I mean? It doesn't take the focus. I want to build a whole nother separate bit. Like I started customizing before I started like customizing shoes, I was doing shoe repair, or around the same time. So I learned the art of repair and how to fix something. So I fixed PJ Tucker's shoes. I've fixed, all the guys are hitting me up now, like, and it's just like I have to turn it down because it's not cost.
No,
you don't make money.
It's not effective. Like let's say for instance, the 2011 or 2012. 2012 was the last time the Jordan Bread 4s came out. In 2013 or 14, if you wore them, they just crack at the bottom. And they're new shoes.
Yep.
They crack. I met a dude. When I had the company, my boy Methamphetamine Widgets, he knew how to fix the crack part.
That was crazy though how you told me that story when you were at the studio. Just because Methamphetamine was one of the artists that I really looked up to when I was kind of starting. It was like him and Sabotage. And
the crazy part is, like, I haven't talked to Peter in forever, and it's my boy, and we took it to a different level, and then I just think I was going through a lot. I was about to be a jeweler. I was just like, fuck sneakers, everything. That kind of it took it away. It just fucked him up. He did a DC collab, and then I think he didn't have I was kind of like that motivation, like, yo, bro, go ahead, let's go get this fucking money. Let's go, man, fuck this. What are you doing, bro? Let's go get some fucking Louis Vuitton jackets. Let's go here. Let's go eat here. And I pressed him to do better. And I love this dude. He's a great guy. I could never say anything bad about him. I just think he needs someone to push him, constantly. I just had to get on, and I felt bad when I told him. I was like, hey, bro, I'm about to get married. I want to do this, this, and this. Next thing you know, wedding's called off, whatever. But like, I just need to push on with my life. Just last week, late last week, so we're talking about literally within 7 days, Jeff Staple posted a picture of this Sabotage fucking, and I'm like, yo, this feels still at it. And he did the Sakai's and undercovers. I'm like, yo, this motherfucker's still at it, and he's taking it to another level. And I'm like, holy shit, like this motherfucker's really like, when it really looks like you actually collaborated with the company, it's like, that's a problem. So that's dope that that you knew about that type of shit.
Yep. I had the Sneaker Freaker book, the first edition, when it was like 4 Sneaker Freaker magazines in one, and in the back was all of these custom shoes. I still have the book at the shop, and it was both of those guys, plus other guys you've never heard of. C. Williams was pretty dope at that time, but there was just like a few guys that was like, damn, those guys are tight. And then you're on the Nike blogs because it was still dial-up fucking internet at that time.
I got a little surprise for you. So I got some Methamphetamine memorabilia. I'll give you when we get out of here.
Oh, that's dope.
Is there any beef you got between is there any beef between like sneaker customizers or?
So the way it started for us customizers is like we're all on Facebook groups talking to each other, like helping each other here and there a little bit. But then once fucking that Python Jordan shit happened and like it started like, okay, we can make some money. It was like everyone kind of like stopped being cool, and I was overly helping people. I just like to help people. That's why I teach to this day too. But then, I was getting taken advantage of. So stopped talking to all of them, stopped focusing on any of these dudes, and just stayed focused on
you got to do that, bro.
my business. And that's when it started to succeed. I didn't look at anything else. And
fuck everyone, bro.
That's what, your question is there beef? I mean, I'm sure there is, but not from me.
Not
'cause
that
I don't give
you're
a
not paying
fuck.
attention to it.
Yeah, I don't pay attention.
Has anyone ever accused you of stealing their idea, design, or some shit? Or?
All the time, man. I mean, even to this day, there's kids sending me DMs of like a design or something, and it's like, I've already been working on that, and it's like you can't prove anything anymore, or like it's not even worth your time to try to prove it.
Oh no, I can prove. Some dude the other day said he had a money counter. They're like, oh, they came out with this thing. I don't know. They made like 20 of them or some shit, right? And I was like, bro, do you want me to show you what my money counter? Boom. And I showed them the text messages from a year ago. You could do certain things.
Yeah, for sure.
Then this, and then when productions ended, and how long I was holding it, and people, dude, these motherfuckers blocked me. They deleted their shit. It's not like you motherfuckers is clowns. But this is a business podcast for all you out there that are trying to do something. Whether you're going to be inspiring, like a chef, you're going to be a fucking painter, you're going to be a denim designer, whatever the fuck it may be. At a certain point, I'm going to be real with you, man. There's no friends, man. Like, you know, I have a lot of acquaintances. I have people I'm cool with. But as far as friendships, listen, man, you got to focus on you. You got to dead folks. You got to dead homies and get your paper. Because otherwise, you're going to sit around. It's going to be jokes. Oh, man, we have good times here and there. Listen, bro, motherfuckers want to have families. People want to go out and elevate. And, you know, you don't want to miss that. You have a window. And people think like, oh, well, you know, women have it way shorter. But let's say you have like a 15, 20-year window. Please believe, man, you could fuck around and that 15 years would be gone and be like, yo, fuck, now I'm in a rush to try to get this emergency 911 3, 4, 5-year window and get this going. And then it doesn't. Then what do? And you haven't established anything. You're fucked. So that's really smart that, you know, you had to do that. With that said, what's the end goal? Like, what's your end goal for shoe surgeon?
It's a tongue twister. End goal for shoe surgeon is to for specifically that is let it be its own thing and then continue to build my own brand. You know, technically shoe surgeon is my brand, but at the same time, completely original brand, you know?
Like an actual start from scratch shoe?
Yeah.
Okay, forget the start from scratch shoe. Let's just talk about shoe surgeon. If someone wanted to buy you out as a business, what's your asking price? Don't be scared, bro. Motherfuckers getting...
What is my asking price?
You never know. Someone might be hearing this shit and boom, throw an offer.
Man, that's a good question, actually. 100?
100 M's?
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and again, you probably have to run the company for the first few years to, like, you know what I'm saying, get people started. That's not bad. You could definitely, you know, retire off that. So speaking of that,
but that's just that, and then moving on to the next thing, you know.
I mean, cool, good for you. Like, you know, I'm close to where, like, no bullshit, I'm probably 11, 12 M's away from I'm never gonna work ever again in my life. I'm done. I also have 14 years on you, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just, and my 14 years is, no offense, dog, is 35. It's like, I'm just so old and washed up and I just don't want to do shit no more. Like, I'm on some whole other shit. But at the same time, like, I'm probably do things here and there for fun. Like, even I was talking to Cuddy about it, and Cuddy's like, yo, bro, you can't retire. Tyler's like, you can't retire, bro. Like, I'll show you this piece I made. Tyler's crazy. And this new piece for Cuddy is like fucking up my whole thing. Part of me is like, I can't wait to get it out there. But at the same time, like, fuck, I hadn't even started yet. Like, I'm sitting there contemplating because I'm like, this is a whole fucking different level.
Why don't you teach? Why don't you build a legacy through your name?
Nah, fuck that. Let that shit be on some other shit. I'm cool, man. I don't need to teach shit to nobody, no, dog. I'm good. I'm not Mr. Miyagi, bro. I'm not trying to help nobody out accidentally or any which way. I'd like to motivate them, but I'm not. That's just a whole nother fucking thing that I just don't have the time for. Speaking of time, what do you do for fun outside of customizing kicks?
Man, you know, I have my wife. I have 2 kids. I don't even know how many.
Well, I mean, that's another question I was about to ask you. But I mean, like, for hobbies, like, what do you do? Do you have a hobby?
Right now, I don't have a hobby.
You don't like to go fishing or nothing?
I play soccer, but rarely right now. So right now, it's just fucking running the business.
When's the last time you went on a vacation with your family?
I think last year. So I think this year. So I think end of the month, end of December, I'll go.
Damn, you know, like, I took my entire family to Cancun, and we were there for a wedding, but we made it a little longer than usual. And on top of that, I go get a fucking really nice suite, and I'm like, all right, you know, it's $1,600 a night for a really cool suite, and everyone can stay in here. We're cool, you know, we're good. We don't, and it was beyond enough space, whatever, beautiful view, everything. And this fucking asshole at the front desk is like, hey man, you're Ben Baller, huh? He goes, hey man, we got the presidential suite available. And I was like, oh, you know, I'm cool, I'm straight, I'm good. Like, I'm about to drop, let's see, with tax too. So I'm about to drop maybe like 14 bands on this room, right? So that's $14,000. I'm like, no, I'm good. Plus we for even my 2-year-old daughter flew first class. Everyone first class. We boom. So I'm like, no, I'm straight, homie. I'm good. Like, we good here. We start walking, boom. The guy's like, hey man, let me just show you this room. I gotta show you this room. And I was like, no, bro, I'm and then he discounted the room. Like, they discounted it heavy, right? And he goes, we'll do this for $5,000 a night. I'm like, $5,000? No, dog, I'm straight, bro. I'm cool, really, for real. Shows me the room. It's 4,500 square feet. It's the penthouse. As soon as you put the key in your elevator, you have to put the key in the elevator to get you to the top floor. There's no, like, the only way to get there is through the elevator. And when you get out of the elevator on the penthouse level, it's the entire floor. So I'm like, yo, the thing has its own swimming pool, most ridiculous view and everything. And my kids are like, Daddy, we got to do this. And I'm like, fuck me. We don't get to vacate that long. We don't quick trips, Legoland, some San Francisco, but it's maybe a couple trips a year. So just wait, man, you'll see. Because you're like, fuck, when can I do this again? And you got your life started before I did, which I envy. But you said you have 2 kids?
Yeah, my son is 4 and my daughter's 18 months.
Do you have any older brothers or sisters with kids?
Yeah, my younger brother has 2 kids who are older, and my older brother has 1 kid that's a little bit older than them.
Yeah. So I mean, like, I don't know what they do for a living, but
yeah,
the normal person today, you think of somebody who makes $100,000 a year. There's not really much you can do besides the fact that, okay, well, they might have benefits, so the health shit's taken care of. But if they go to public school or whatever, people don't realize how fucking difficult this shit is. People who listen to this podcast may know because they have kids, whatever, but it's really tough. So when you see people going to Disneyland, they try to go hard, body in the paint, because that's the last time, they're going once a year, whatever. You're like, why the fuck this motherfucker got a Mickey Mouse hat, shirt? He got the Mickey fucking pancakes. He got everything. They go Mickey it out.
Yep.
And like, where are you guys thinking of going next month?
I'm thinking just going to Mexico, just having a resort and just like chilling. Like, you know what I mean? Because usually,
go ahead.
What's that? Usually when you go somewhere, it's like it's not even. I mean, it's not even a vacation anymore for us. It's at least yeah. It's
especially at that age. Listen, 18 months, she ain't like 4. He gonna start getting ready for some gangster shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
No, it's been amazing to see like where he's at and like where his birthday just came up, and I want to take him to Legoland. I don't want to go to Disneyland because that's a shit show.
So I'm gonna tell you this right now, and I said this on my last episode because I went to Legoland this weekend. So it was on my weekend wrap up. Between ages 2 and 8, you can't fade Legoland. Not in the last 3 years. 3 years ago, they changed it. They upgraded it. They made a hotel there. By the way, the hotel's more expensive than the Four Seasons, so be careful. I did it a couple times. Now I figured it out. And there's a Westin right next door. There's even a Park Hyatt in Carlsbad. Now, the kids are going to want to be in the fucking Legoland hotel because, bro, they make the hotel so fun. The bunk beds, TVs built into the bed. They got fucking 24-hour kid room service. They got the fucking buffet for the kid. Everything is cute, of course.
Yeah, I hit them up.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, I would love to do a collab. They did one with that fucking Life of Ryan, the Ryan's Playhouse kid. So going on between 2 and 8, 2 to 9, they own it, dog, because that park is built for that age. Older than that, you can go to the water park, but when your daughter turns 2 or 3,
that's
like 3, bro, forget about it. You're gonna be going to Legoland as much as you can because it's only a 2-hour drive. So we just did that. When your daughter turns 3, and you hit Aulani is the only 5-star kids resort, Disney resort in Hawaii. You want to talk about expensive? Motherfucker, that shit costs more than the peninsula. And it's highway robbery, but I understand. Like, I'll go there and I'll see these people from like Tennessee, Montana, fucking Illinois, Missouri, all over the fucking place, middle America. And these people will fucking be there going hard body, staying there 7, 8 days. I'm like, God damn. Because that's like a year or 2 years they saved up for this vacation. It's like the pool's heaven. The food is fucking ridiculous, bro. I gained 15 pounds there in fucking 4 days, so just trust me, man.
I'm gonna have to go there next.
All my kids have passports.
Yep.
That was a big thing. And my daughter's 2 and some change right now. When she turns 4, that's when I take her to Asia. I took my first kid to Asia early, and I was like, man, I'm fucking kill my. And now 3, forget about it. Are you planning on having more kids?
I don't plan on it, but we'll see what just happened.
Nah, bro. If I were you, listen, I got a good doctor. I'll give you the phone number for a vasectomy, bro. You get your shit fixed.
Yeah, I got to do that.
Because you got a son and a daughter, right? Yeah, bro, listen, dog. If Ryder, my second was a daughter, we'd have never had. That'd have been, that's it. Like, this shit is like daddy life.
Yep.
How does that play into your lifestyle and work, bro?
I mean, you know how it is. It's tough. You know, you're running a business, managing people. You know, making sure everyone's happy, and then you got to make sure everyone's happy at home too. Make sure you're giving the best for your kid. Like making sure he's learning and learning good, not just watching you hustle, but actually being there for him. It's been tough. I mean, the last 6 months to a year has been pretty tough on me. Like,
people don't realize that. I had a son that's sick a lot. My oldest son is sick very often. He had a lot of health issues. These years are so crucial that, man, listen, it gets embedded into their mindset. I already know, because I just know when you see energy, you see certain things. Even as much as I travel, I'm still way more hands-on than fucking 90% of the dads that I know. I'm fucking in there, boom, we do this, this, and this. And I do it for them. That's why I work so hard. But when you don't pay attention at the wrong time, bro, listen, they never forget that shit. It's fucked up.
Yeah.
That's why it's so tough.
Yeah.
And you said even here, like your son's trying to come here with you. You know what I mean? And it's
Yeah.
like, I'm trying to put my kids to sleep. I'm trying to bribe them. I'm like, listen, I'm gonna give you some Robux. I'm gonna give you this. I'm gonna get you some books from here. They don't give a fuck. You can't pay a kid to sleep, bro. It's just not gonna.
Nope.
And they get it.
That was last night. He was like, my son was trying to go to sleep, and he's like, "Oh, I'm hungry."
Yeah, no,
my wife was like, "Don't play that shit."
Yeah.
But my daughter was sleeping, and then I had to give in. I had to give him some yogurt just so he can go to sleep.
Yogurt, okay, fine. I didn't know this until recently, actually. My oldest never asked for food late or whatever, right? After 8:30. It's like 8:30 is late, it's bedtime. Especially when you start going to school and kids got to be at school at 7:30, 8 o'clock. You know how late 8:30, these kids need a lot of sleep. Word of advice. It's not like they're Mogways or some Gwendolyn shit. You don't feed them after like 7:30, 8. Want to know why? I gave my son some chips, gave some cookies, whatever. When they're sleeping, some of these kids might get like, it's almost like that acid reflex feel, whatever. They can't deal with it, so they'll throw up. They'll throw up in their sleep. They'll throw up at night. It's a common thing. And it's like they got food. They haven't been able to properly digest it, because they get their 12, 13 hours of sleep, whatever it may be. So that was like a big mistake that I did. I was like, fuck that. They don't get no food, none of that shit. Motherfucker, you get some water. And then you're going to wake up and go pee, which is fucking worse,
Hey.
Back to the sneakers, dog. What are your top 3 favorite sneakers of all time?
Top 3 sneakers of all time. I mean, I don't know if you know this, but I'm not really a sneakerhead. But
I'm looking at your shoes right now. I'm like, bro, dog.
But I started.
I know what they are, but I mean, dog.
My top one, just because of like where it got me, was original. My cousin let me wear her original 1985 Jordan 1s when I was in high school. So it was like they were already 20 years old, and I wore them, and people were flipping out like, damn.
Yeah.
So just that one, but.
You look at materials differently, and okay, fine. So the Jordan 185, it's an incredible shoe. I had them. I had the first time around, and I had them obviously. Not the second time. Sorry, I've had them vintage original 85s. I got rid of my last pair like in the last 5 years. Fucking with A$AP Rocky so heavy. You already know it. The one is his favorite shoe. He just wears it so much. He started realizing I really. Do you know Jeff from Riff? Owner of Riff?
Yeah.
So Jeff is like, he's one dude who you'll never see him wearing anything but some fucking busted ass fucking. He'll be wearing some Prestos, he'll be wearing some Air Force Ones, and he just doesn't give a fuck. But a lot of people who really know, and if you grew up in that Nike Talk era and you're at least in your 30s, and you know certain things, there's something about that 2001 Jordan 1 that you can't. I remember Lil Uzi was wondering why price was so high on certain things, blah, blah, and why Rocky was. Because now, it's 18 years. There's not that many dead stock pairs left. You think about now, people are like, oh, it's rare. They made 250,000 pairs. It's not that rare. Back then, a rare shoe really was 100,000 pairs, whatever it may be. And some of these shoes, they made 25,000 pairs. That's not shit when you think about how popular, how big the world is, right? So when you put a 2001 Bred on or a 2001 Royal on, you're like, fucking A. I remember the dude I sold my Bred 2001s to. He still has them. And he wears them, I break them out 2-3 times a year. And I look at them, and there's something about the way they've aged, everything. It's not even like, you can't put a 94 against it, can't put anything. That year was crazy. And I'm like, Why can't you just fucking replicate this?
Yeah, I mean that's what's so tough with shoemaking. It's so tough. Materials change, the last change, the factory changes.
Well, remember, because they're buying, let's say for instance, they're buying 1 million pounds of leather. Then all of a sudden the leather changes, right? Somebody need to fuck around and go find out what 2001 Bread and Royal. If you look at the fucking 2015 or 2016 breads, bro, man, it's like Durabuck plastic. Like I don't even think it's leather. I don't know what it's called, but
technically it's leather, bonded leather.
You know what a 2001 bread? It's in the way they aged. So when I look at like Rocky Shoes or even my boy Mano, he was Ye's DJ for a while. Call Me Mano. He was Kanye's DJ for a minute. He had Treated Crew founder. When I see his ones collection, I find it. This dude is the most insane dude when it comes to fashion. Pharrell would even hit me up about things like, I've heard, like he had Chanel circle glasses before Pharrell did a collaboration. Like he's that dude. So he has like 6 pairs of 2001s. And I know he has some used ones, NDS, pristine. And like you go to Tokyo to go find them. And then you're like, God damn, Tokyo people, listen, they don't give a fuck about hype, this, that, and a third. I mean, they care, but they've locked up all the freshest shit from America and kept it there in their playground. Like, you're going to pay for this then, because they know what it is. So going on, are there any shout outs that you want to give out to, or any inspirations that you want to say anything?
I mean, shout out to my wife just for like, holding it down when I'm gone.
Seems like an amazing person. I didn't meet her.
Moving to LA to help make this dream a reality. Shout outs to just, inspiration just to any entrepreneur or anyone creating or doing anything, or in quotes, trying to be successful, is just work hard and stay focused, and like we talked about before, don't worry about what anyone else is doing. If someone turns you down or doesn't look at your shit, don't worry about it. Keep going with the vision.
Yeah.
I know so many times when so many people were like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you making shoes? Like, what the fuck?
No, listen, bro. And then, even when you become successful, like, this is the thing with me. Let's say, for instance, I'm like, hey, man, why are you doing that, bro? You're tripping. And let's say they became successful. I wouldn't change my mind. That's me. Because I was so strong in my opinion about you doing paintings. Like, oh, you're bugging, man, whatever. He became famous. What you got to say now? Fuck him still. Like, you know what I mean? Like, whatever. I was on Mike Tyson's podcast, and we had said something. There's 2 different perspectives, right? I don't like seeing people in my rear view. Like, I want to be so fucking far ahead. I'm like, what's that little speck over there? Oh, shit, that's the next jeweler? Or whatever it may be. Okay, cool. Let me fucking smash. Let me keep going. I'm not about to pull over and take no breaks, nothing. And then there's Mike Tyson's perspective where he's like, yo, man, it's good to see those motherfuckers in the rear view, right? Even if they're close, but because they know where they belong. I just don't like motherfuckers creeping up. You know what I'm saying? Like, boom. So, but you just kind of pay attention. And once you become self-obsessed, you don't worry about nothing else or anything. Does anybody want to put on blast?
I don't do that, man.
Man, bro, you're really you're actually completely different than I thought, man.
Yeah.
I thought in some of your mannerisms and some of the videos, you can't really go by something. And I meet you, I'm like, this guy's actually like a fucking really decent, nice guy. Like, kind of bothers me. You know what I'm saying?
Too nice, man.
I
was trying to figure out what we're going to talk about, but
I had like a list of things. Basically, for the most part, whether you've said this 100 times, whether you said it, I don't know how many podcasts you've done, real podcasts you've done. My listeners, I want you to act as if none of them know you. Yeah. And that's the best part about this, that you are so deep into this that it's a fucking, not just a passion, but it's a science and it's an art at the same time. Like, you know what I mean? Yep. Like, you're deep into this shit. You said it right there. The first thing, deconstruction. That's breaking somebody down. That's the blueprint. That's smashing. That's fucking demolishing a house. Boom. All right, you're going to fucking dig down, go deep. All right, we going 2 stories, 3 stories, what are we doing? And you go all the way to the end. How are we going to get modern? We'll get what, this? The last question is for anyone who gets on this show. Anytime anyone gets on the show, I always ask them, I said, is there something you'd want to ask me? Or is there something you'd like to ask me?
The question would be...
Could be about anything, dog.
I guess what's next?
For me?
Yeah.
Oh, bro, I've already said it. I'm on my exit plan, fam. I'm ready to, I'm done. Right. I'm ready to drink water. Listen, man, I'm actually no bullshit. When I retire, I'll get back in shape. Like 10 years ago, I was ripped. I was in some of the best shape of my life. Played college football, college basketball. I was like strong. I'm the weakest I've ever been in my life. I will still smack the shit out of everybody. I could probably give somebody about maybe like If I can't fucking kill you in a minute and 10 seconds, bro, then you got a good chance of or I'm gonna shoot you. But I mean, I can still do certain things here and there. But I mean, literally, it's pathetic, bro. Like I'm like I couldn't even fucking do 40 push-ups, in one row. I'm saying, like, it's just my next is getting my health in order again, getting my physical shape in order, and then that would actually maybe help a little bit my mental. But right now, I'm eating good, and I'm taking care of my family most important than anything. People are like, well, health is wealth. You want to be here for your kids, and I do. And it sounds fucked up. And I don't want this to jinx myself later. Be like, oh shit, Ben died 10 years later. Boom. He said this about this. It's not that. I want to be here as long as I can. And I think one thing that my mom said to me, she's like, remember, Ben, the good die young. You're going to live for fucking ever. You're going to be suffering. You're going to be fucking old man, live forever because you're fucking bad. My mom always says to me, because I'm always such a fucking bad person. I was getting in trouble all the time. But what I mean is, Jordan Belfort, who's going to be on my show, The Wolf of Wall Street, he's going to be on my show. He goes, I've been a rich man, I've been a poor man, and I'll take a rich man 100 times over whatever. And it's not necessarily that, because I think that some people are broke, but they have a broke mentality. And that's what the bad part about it is. It's that I don't want my kids to I know they should learn about hard work and certain things. And it's two different things. There's guys who work on the side of the freeway, or the guys who work really hard in the factory. And then there's people who work really hard at doing something, but at the same time, they don't know how to make a dollar. They could work out, they can work their bodies, have six packs, whatever, blah, blah. They don't know how to be successful. They don't know how to do other things. I just want my kids to eat right, man, and just be, and then let it happen to their generation. If they can't figure it out with their kids, whatever, I just don't want to see them struggle, man. It's just, that's the thing with me.
Yeah, no, I think it's the same. I mean, for me, it's making sure they find their passion and like love what they do.
And as lame as it sounds, people say, I just want to be happy. Man, you know what? Bro, ain't nothing like hearing your son laugh and really just be happy at school. At school when he sees his friends, they're playing tag or whatever the fuck it may be, or any kind of thing. I just want my kids to be happy. I wish that upon anyone else. I want everyone to be fucking happy, Even if I'm a miserable son of a bitch and I'm fucking mad and whatever it may be. Really, I'm not that mad. I just talk shit. But listen, man, that's it with my man, shoe surgeon. God damn, never had a problem fucking saying your name before, man. But listen, Dom.
You see these?
Oh, shit, hold on. He brought us some shoes. Let me see, man. He brought me some shoes for Soul DXB. If you guys are in Dubai, I know I have some listeners in Saudi Arabia and in the UAE, United Arab Emirates. I'm going to be in Dubai. Soul DXB, I believe, is 6th and 7th and 8th. But yo, let me see these motherfuckers right here. He brought me some crazy shits. Holy.
Fresh.
Motherfucker. These are fucking ridiculous, bro. These are fucking disgusting. He brought, man.
All white.
Dog, white on white, Python Air Force Ones. These motherfuckers are so fucking filthy. Even, man, bro. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
dog.
for sure.
I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, my man just brought me some shit. I can't wait to fucking bust these out. I can't wait to post these motherfuckers, man.
Yeah, those are dope.
So y'all, listen, man. We'll be back. Yo, Miles, yo, Jordan, man. Throw on some of that Lakey Lake, and everyone else. We'll be right back. So yeah, man, we're back. Christmas is getting close, and not even just Christmas, man. The fucking end of the decade. Didn't even think about that shit, really. I didn't really think about it until, like, my wife had mentioned to me, it's actually the end of the decade. And I was like, oh, shit, And I do want to get some top lists out. Fuck, I just got to figure out what it's going to be. It's going to be the top chains. I still want to get my car episode, all the cars I've owned, my top 100 films. I'm not going to get into rappers yet. And you know what? I don't know if, actually, I won't even talk about that shit. But Christmas is getting close. Speaking of Christmas, I had to buy myself a couple gifts. Listen now, my wife could have got me some gifts, but I didn't want to wait just in case shit was sold out and whatever it may be. So I had to cop that ready-made Bear Brick. Shout out to my boy Dave over at Maxfield and my ready-made fam. The shit was 5 bands, but it was a gift to myself. The shit's already selling for $8,000. I already know at a certain point it's going to hit 10 to 15. So I already made my profit, triple times profit if I want to get rid of it later. It's that big boy toy shit. Speaking of Bear Bricks as well, my Baccarat Bear Brick came in. If you know about Baccarat, fine. Fucking, I wouldn't say China. What the fuck is it? It's like glassware, decanters, all that fancy ass shit. Like, what I'm saying? them whiskey fucking in them tumblers and stuff and all that super fly shit. And I have Baccarat fucking glasses in my liquor cabinet and stuff and all that. But the Baccarat Bearbrick came in, and I didn't know. I thought it was going to be like a little 100%. And the shit was like $300 something, whatever. So I was like, all right, cool. I wasn't tripping. The shit was 200%. Motherfucker's heavy as fuck. It's so fucking sick. It looks crazy expensive. You guys, I cannot wait to get this vinyl toy going that I'm working on with my boys from Designer Con and 3D Retro Store. I just can't wait to get this shit going. Plus also start my 1000% with Metacom. Officially going to get that cracking soon for sure. It is a beyond long time overdue. This motherfucking police sirens going on in fucking Dubai. What the fuck's going on over here? By the way, the police don't fuck around here. CCTV everywhere. Again, just let me tell you again, if you stay at a hotel here, the Four Seasons is cool. Nikki Beach is dope. There's a couple other spots, but the fucking address or the Armani Hotel, the address or the Armani are definitely the top two. They ain't fucking around over here. 6-star luxury accommodations. And it just smells like money over here. Everything smells the fucking same. The mall is fucking crazy. So if you ever come to Dubai, go check out the fucking mall. Fashion Avenue is nuts. There's nothing like it anywhere else. I mean, I haven't been to Russia and I haven't been to Kuwait, but I will tell you, like, if you go other places, you get Beverly Hills, wherever, especially in America, no way. And even in Asia, you do have like stuff in London, like Harrods and stuff. But I'm talking about like just the presentation of the high end, just super high end designer shit. It's just crazy as a motherfucker. I will be in Vegas next week for MJ BizCon, for the MJ BizCon show. Speaking of marijuana and cannabis, no, I did not bring no VVS pens out here. This is a place I don't fucking even want to play at all whatsoever, especially since I'm getting a legit bag out here. I'm not trying to play with people out here. I am going to try to get the Jungle Boys on the show. And, they got the biggest fucking cultivation thing going on right now. Plus, they're from Los Angeles. So, I got to show love to them. I still want to get my man Kenji on here. I want to get my boy Burner on here. And maybe get Kenny Powers. Maybe get Jigga. Get some real OG fucking weed heads on here. Right after MJ BizCon, I'm back in LA for a day. And then I'm off to San Francisco for the George Lopez HBO special. He is recording at the Warfield. So, if you out there, come holla at your boy. I'd be out to my boy Paul. Blue Whiskey, aka Popcorn Player. I have no fucking idea. For him to have that name is just the fucking stupidest fucking thing. I hope Paul hears this. He's just fucking lost his goddamn mind. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast, man. Yo, this last episode on the Weekend Wrap was fucking crazy. I already know. You guys sending me all kinds of crazy ass fucking DMs about me getting shot, and the shit was nuts. And again, if you leave a 5-star review, leave a question in the Apple Podcast section with the 5-star review, I will answer your questions. Always remember, I practice this shit on a regular basis. I practice the fact that this is not your practice life. We are signing out from Dubai. The Weekend Wrap will come, and the Weekend Wrap will come from Dubai. Just know, my name is Ben Baller, not Ben Humble. Lakey Lake, what's good, bro? All right, y'all, we out.